Perhaps against Orc. Of course, we do know that there's going to be one undead here in the grand final today. Happy or 1-2-0. With recent successes, Happy is going into this match as the favorite, of course. Happy is still the highest ranked player in the world. Ahead of Lin and ahead of Fortitude. But I think Fortitude is going to take second place when the results come in from the weekend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy trying to creep the turtle first here. 1-0 with a Happy specialty move. Goes for the circlet early on. Can be a very good item indeed. Slippers for the DK. And nice deny by Happy. Giving no experience away here. Happy versus 1-2-0 Xiaomao. Chat is saying. What is so Xiaomao about that, dude? I don't get it. Ooh, very nice items for 1-2-0. Look at that. Circlet and mantle and gloves. That is really good for the Lich. And Happy here trying to steal the item right away at the Magi. With a whole bunch of skellies. He can do this, I guess. Also, he bought the mantle for the Lich. And 1-2-0 is just a tiny bit too late. Come in for the steal. Oh, 1-2-0 with another creepjack possibility right here. Let's take a look at the experience bar. No, Happy gets it. Almost getting surrounded here, but can make his way out. The DK, of course, is fast. And both here gathering quite a few good items already.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that fiend there. Don't want to lose that. Buying another circlet, 1-2-0. Damn, bro. Circlets got more expensive on the new patch. 200 gold, so you spent 400 gold on these circlet items. That's quite a lot. They are, of course, good, but
A player's forces are
don't come so cheap. Alright, tier 2 about to finish. It's gonna be time for the Lich. Yeah, the Tet Fiend strategy, Tet Fiend meta in Undead Mirror is a little slow, you know, it takes a while to get things rolling. So we're just creeping up at the start here. With Happy being level 3 a little bit faster, but also 1-2-0 is gonna get it now. Oh, and Happy's gonna try to creep the red here already. Gonna use a couple of coils. Good scout by 1-2-0. Oh, damn, he's on the way. Oh, Happy getting slowed here as well, partly on the DK. He's got, oh, inventory space. He had to use the big heal potion here to have space. So the big healing is gone. He got the heal wards, which is not really the best item for undeads most of the time. Because they already have statues for AoE healing.
forces are under attack.
What about Philbot Fiends? Chat is asking. Yeah, Philbot Fiends or Fast Fiends with a late hero were also popular on the mirror for a long time. But Tet Fiends just seems to be superior in every way, because you get the hero faster and you get the tech faster. With Fast Fiends, you have more Fiends out more quickly, but they don't seem to do that much for you. We're gonna go Regen here on the DK. Can be a good item if you take some damage in the fight and you want to recover after, but normally it's Fiends that get targeted instead. Usually, in Fiend Mirror, it's all about sniping the enemy fiends as fast as possible. Or destroyers. When you have web. Rich getting a bit of solo experience here. He's going to be the carry hero later on. I wonder if it's going to be a Crypt Lord then. I could actually really see a Crypt Lord on both sides. On the new patch, we see quite a bit of Crypt Lord against human. And also an undead mirror. A well-placed impale onto fiends can have a big impact. Got the orb right away. Oh, what's there at the tavern? Maybe he's gonna go Dark Ranger here. Dark Ranger, of course, was the hero that we always picked in this matchup for the longest time. But the Crypt Lord is being a competitive choice now. Oh, and indeed, there he is, Papa Roach. For Happy. Happy seems to have gotten quite fond of the Crypt Lord. So with Mask here, great item. Lich has some really good items as well. I think the one thing that top undeads don't do enough is prioritize mana on the Crypt Lord. That means, I think, when you get the Crypt Lord out, like we see here... Wait. Oh no, he cancelled him. Oh, boo! Boo, Happy. Boo! He cancelled the Crypt Lord. And goes for Dark Ranger instead. That is boring. Madge. Red camp for 1-0 though. He's gonna lose one fiend here. There was a silence and Nova. Gonna cost him 2 fiends in the end. Oh, strong creep jack by Happy. And the item for 1-0 was not that amazing. Oh my god, is he gonna get the statue as well? This is huge kills right here. Got Destroyer form coming. Happy going for the Banshees. Temple of the Damned, aka the Banshee House. Oh, the Nova hits all the fiends! The DK isn't there! I think this game's over already. Another silence? No way. Oh my god. 4 fiends killed. R.I.P. Level lead on the Lich also. These are great items on the Lich though. Oh, gonna be forced into the invuln here pretty soon. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Wait, he missed the silence. A rare mistake. Happy winning the fight already before his late game tech is revealed. Banshees, of course, being that tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
1-0. Getting his 50 supply army now. Gonna pick up Lich level 3 here, I guess. Yeah, okay, finally. Got more claws. 1-0 has really good items, but of course he lost a whole bunch of units. Happy buys the claws plus 8. Wow, that is expensive. That is 300 gold right there. A little bit of solo experience with the Dark Ranger. Level 3 for her is also tremendous for the Black Arrow. Happy again giving her some solo XP here. Weapon now upgraded as well. Second attack upgrade. And we got the Banshees. Banshees, of course, extremely strong in the late game. Destroyers, since the newest patch, cannot dispel anti-magic shell anymore. So that Banshees and Fiends should indeed work as the counter to Destroyers. Dark Ranger level 3 now gonna be picked up. Happy could think about expanding maybe. Well, actually his lumber is too low, he can't afford it. As he's going for the third attack upgrade. Happy seems to be ahead in every regard so far. And this has been a very uneventful game so far. We had one creep jack. We're happy, got ahead. Still sitting at 50 supply now. Would love to see some armor upgrades as well for the fiends. That would actually help out quite a bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's a couple of creeps left up here. Oh, yeah, just one guy. Murgle Tide Warrior. Everything else has been cleared. Oh, Happy actually made an Acolyte? Wait, did he? Yeah, there he is. $60 supply. Happy. Almost has the resources for the expo. Still, I would love to see an armor upgrade, I gotta say. And there we are. We got... Wait. Was that master training? No, cancel the master training. Master training takes a long time to upgrade. It's rarely worth it in Undead Mirror. Rather want to have more banshees.
A player's forces are under attack.
Equal hero levels. We're about to equal out the upgrades as well. Still a very close game here. Two invulns versus only one invuln on 1-2-0. Happy could put an AMS on the DK and scout ahead with a Death Knight to see when the attack is coming. Happy getting ready to saturate the expo. You can see he's sending the heroes ahead. He's expecting an attack to come. And indeed, it's about to be upon us. Mass upgrade now being researched. I still think this is not really worth it, but perhaps 1-0 can find some use case for it. He's got the Scroll of the Beast. If this one doesn't get dispelled, it could be really strong, but there should be destroyers available for Happy. Who's also going master training. No armor upgrades. I think that's kind of a big mistake. Just one armor upgrade is so valuable already. AMS being used everywhere. We got also Silence. Scroll of the Beast. Well, Happy isn't dispelling the Scroll of the Beast, right? Takes out the Destroyer pretty quickly. Now there's a Destroyer on his side. There's some of the Scroll being dispelled. A couple of Fiends are falling. 3 attack upgrades, of course, pretty sick on the Fiends. Wait, there's no web? No, there is a web on 1-2-0, but he hasn't webbed the Destro yet. Some Curse. Also coming into play. Ooh, there you can see the damage on the Destro. My. That was quick. Anti-magic shell partly beginning to run out. Maybe he out-damaged the block amount. Supply-wise, Happy's ahead here, though. He's gonna have a narrow tower finishing in a moment. The Lich in trouble. Almost going down. Invuln to save him. The Invuln is now gone, but the Dark Ranger, also there, very close to death. Oh, Lich now for 1-0. Does survive. Heroes low. Everything in danger as it seems. Lich for Happy, about to get level 4. Could eat more skellies. Oh, Death Knight. Low HP as well, but there is an Invul Potion. Just enough to keep him alive. The Ring of Protection also was helping him out right there. Alright, they don't have Dark Ritual actually. They have Frost Armor. I always feel like Frost Armor is kind of overrated in this matchup. I know Happy loves it. He always plays Frost Armor in Fiend Mirror, but I think that's not as good as he thinks, to be honest. But it was good enough to win. Happy takes map number 1 in the good old Fiend Mirror. For years, Happy refused to play Tet Fiends against 1-0's Tet Fiends. But now, on the new patch, where also ghouls, are a lot worse. That was a big reason why he was playing the ghoul opening with Lich, to have that powerful tier 3 power spike with Ghoul Frenzy. But as we've seen in many matchups, Frenzy ghouls are a lot worse these days. And so, back to Fiends we are. Happy wins map number 1. We're going to have at least 2 more maps here in this best of 5. Or it could be a full 5 mapper if it's going to be going back and forth. Next map then should be Turtle Rock. Happy is at least the greatest of all time. Yeah, the greatest undead, certainly, of all time. The most mechanically skilled of all time, I would also certainly say. Fiend Mirror, I smell 1-0 will pick Naga next game. Oh yeah, that's not a bad call. Naga can be really good if you have a good early game, especially if your opponent is low level. Naga second can be really strong. But if the enemy DK is high level after the early game, then the Naga just gets coiled a bunch of times and she's bullied away. But yeah, in the right game, Naga second can be very nice. But Happy didn't win WCG. True. Didn't win WCG. In the old days of Warcraft, before 2013, before the Renaissance, Undead was just kind of weak. Pretty weak. And also, Undeads hadn't quite mastered the race as much. Of course, it was Ted, T-E-D, who won I think it was the last WCG. Well, before the return, I guess. He won with Undead, which was sensational back then. Normally Undead never won anything. Of course, this has greatly changed. We have gotten very used to Undeads winning tournaments, especially in the form of Happy, but also sometimes 1-0 being the one. Can't be the GOAT if you didn't finish top 10 at Raraland 3. Yeah, that was a bit of a shame. The fact that Happy didn't get his visa. It was denied, unfortunately. Otherwise, Happy versus 40 Grand Finals would have been so sick. Happy versus 40 Grand Finals, bro, would have been so sick. Hopefully next time. Hopefully next time. We deserve that game. Happy and 40. The most exciting rivalry we've had in the game in a long time. Can't wait for the next encounter. Remo, can you explain why both players got Dark Ranger last game instead of Pit Lord? In the late game, around 50 supply and higher, both players have Fiend armies. That seems to be the best meta right now in Under Mirror. And you want to have a good hero setup to try to kill the enemy fiends as well as possible. So you need some kind of dispel or stun or something. You want to target the enemy fiends, use the Nova, and then prevent the healing ideally. And the Dark Ranger, with silence, prevents the DK from healing. If you don't play Dark Ranger, if you play, I don't know, for example, if you were to play a Pit Lord, then maybe you can use Hall of Terror on them. But you can't silence. And if you can't silence, you can't really kill. Sometimes we see Crypt Lord as well, because Crypt Lord can impale the fiends or impale the DK. But the big problem with the Crypt Lord is, once he runs out of mana, he is very bad. Whereas the Dark Ranger, when she runs out of mana, she can still use black arrows, add more damage to her attacks, and also summon skeletons. So normally the Dark Ranger is the strongest choice. But if you can level the Crypt Lord well, like if you get into level 3 or 4, Crypt Lord is also really strong. But of course, as a third hero, that is hard to get to. Doesn't Rain of Fire easily counter AMS? Rain of Fire is pretty bad because you can just walk out of it. Except for buildings. It's good against buildings because buildings can't walk. But yeah, Pit Lord is no good in an mirror. Now we have our second game ready. Twisted. Never mind. Turtle Rock, I mean. We swapped colors, so Happy now in the yellow. And 1-0 in the blue. And again, it's gonna be Tet Fiends. I think this is the meta now for Undead Mirror. The bigger the map is, the more creeps that there are, the better it could be for Crypt Lord. For late game creeping, bunch of items. Crypt Lord is also a great item carrier. Isn't this the wrong position for the graveyard? Seems to me like this amount of lumber is going to be gone soon. If you put the graveyard here, there's way more area. Same for Happy though. Also graveyard in a weird spot. Perhaps not that important in the end. But yeah, some lumber for some upgrades will be needed in the late game. Attack upgrades, Banshee upgrades. And I would still like to see some armor upgrades. Alright. I forgot about the Gamba. Okay, there we go. New Gamba is in. Happy the highest ranked player in the world. Happy also the highest MMR on War 3 Champions. On one of his accounts, he's very, very close to 3000 MMR. Which is something that no one has ever managed before. But he's not there yet. Circlet and Mantle. Good items already for the Lich. Gloves as well. Happy beginning to stack up quite a bit. For a second hero later. Took a bunch of damage though, getting the Circlet and stuff, so the DK here is actually really hurt right now.
player's forces are under attack.
And again, just a little bit of slow creeping here at the start of the game. In the Tetfeen mirror, it takes a while to get things going. Both have sold their TP, so that's a bit dangerous. And now, both players here eyeing each other up. No level 3 creeping. You can see both Death Knights here stuck on level 2. This could be a great game for a Nagasecond, by the way.
A player's forces are
Especially 1-0. Displayed that in the past. Happy normally more the, you know, conservative lich approach. DK took a lot of damage here, by the way. Happy may have to back off from this creep camp.
a player's forces
But no,
are under attack.
it's just lich with a fast tier 3 here for 1-0. Not a bad start for the Chinese. The low HP DK really mattered in the end. Happy has to stay back with his Death Knight. Missing a bunch of damage there. 1-0 now committing for the turtle. Should be an easy steal for Happy, but the item goes to the Chinese. That is the Ring of Superiority. Not too bad, not too bad. Happy's items, though, seem a bit better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy going for the shop here. This camp in the past used to have Watch Awards. Doesn't have that anymore. Thank goodness. But still, decent experience, decent item. Ring of Regen. Ooh, that is very, very good right now as the DK is hurt. Speaking of which, 1-0's Death Knight even more hurt than Happy's is. Quickly gonna snipe the item here. Happy might not be in range to do anything about it. Rune Bracers can be a good item, if you get focused, of course, on the heroes. But if the focus just lands on the Fiends, the item is useless. And it is mostly Fiends getting attacked in the big fights later on. Happy going for the big creep here as well, with Coil Nova. Not too difficult to pull off. Item is Ancient Django. Very good. Big move speed boost now on his army, and also a bit of attack speed.
A player's forces are under attack.
And again, we see a bunch of creeping at the start, as is the norm in Tetfeen Mirror. Flute of Accuracy, another nice aura here for Happy. I think he needs one attack upgrade to turn this into +3, right? There's some breakpoints there somewhere. Orb now on both sides. Some invulns will be necessary to protect these heroes. Happy doesn't have one yet, but maybe can find something from these turtles. Big heal potion also fits the bill. Dark Ranger third once more. And 1-0 is the one with a Crypt Lord this time. Okay, now we're going to see the difference. How they're going to work out. Something I wanted to touch on earlier. Like I said, I think undead players don't respect the Crypt Lord's mana reliance enough. I think if you get a Crypt Lord 1, you always have to give him some of the int items. I think these, like the circlet and 1 ring, should be on the Crypt Lord. Because if you have more mana, you will have 3 impales in the fight instead of 2. And that's a big deal. Now he's level 2 though, that gives him some more int. That is a help already. And I guess with that he will have 3 impales regardless. Very tanky, by the way. With that Helm of Valor, Crypt Lord a huge tank. But that's the thing, Happy can just decide to ignore the Crypt Lord and go for the Fiends instead. And then the tankiness on the Crypt Lord doesn't do too much for him. Silence versus Impale, it will be. Happy has some sick items here. Mana Potion, Heal Scroll. Ooh, the Nova in the back, by the way. The Fiends getting blasted. First one goes down instantly. There is no web yet, apparently. Lucky to get away with that one. Okay, how good is the Impale gonna be? Happy's trying to minimize the effect of Impale. Spreading out a bit. Come on, baby. Waiting to land the perfect Impale. Happy splitting the Fiends, you can see it clearly. He's trying to dodge that Impale. Oh, Coil comes in just in time. But there's the Impale. Lich also stunned, slowed down here. The Death Knight, however, very hurt. Had the heal potion. That was extremely necessary. Mana potion on the Death Knight. Plenty of coils still available. Heal scroll comes in by Happy. Saves the Fiend twice with a heal scroll and with the coil. But the Impale doing decent work on the other side. There's one more Impale left. Oh, Fiends lined up. That's an imitation for a Nova. One Fiend goes down. 2 Fiends go down. And Happy's grabbing a lot of kills. And he's getting skellies now. This is the big advantage of the Dark Ranger now that mana's getting low. Raising skeletons. Absolutely tremendous. Crypt Lord still has 1 Impale left. Once they're trying to escape with these Fiends, they are so hurt. Happy's army is super fast, however. Thanks to those auras. Oh, but decent disengage here by 1-0. Saves most of the Fiends there. With the stun of Impale, Happy has to be concerned about the hero focus potential. Happy, of course, himself and his army doesn't have any stun, so 1-0 can always react with a potion. Lich for Happy, though, has no invulns, so this is a bit of a vulnerability. Now he realizes it. Backing off. Mana's low. And 1-0 is still in this game. Happy again teched up to Banshees. We got the first one now on the way with Adept finished already. 1-0 now going for the Banshee house, but again, far behind there with the timing. Crypt Lord close to 3. That is a big level up. Level 2 Impale. A lot better than level 1. Impale here to slow down the Lich, minimize the damage. DK taking a lot of damage here for Happy, but he has the big heal potion. That was much needed. Oh, Death Knight for 1-0 in the back. If the DK falls, the game is over. 1 Fiend will fall here as well, with 1 Nova still available on the Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dono says, feels like a big difference in hero DPS at times, with 2 heroes always hitting for Happy at ranged. And quite often only 1 out of 3 hitting for 1-0. Yeah, I think the Crypt Lord actually got in a lot of right clicks as well. But yeah, the positioning here for Happy is easier with more range. Especially if the Dark Ranger had some more damage items. She doesn't, but you know, still a couple of right clicks coming in. The Crypt Lord, if he gets to connect, Crypt Lord actually gets great right click. With a good position, And if he finally gets level 3 here, this Crypto still has potential. Oh, the Skelly is enough. There we go. Level 3 now, finally. Ideally, you want to be to the side of the Fiends and impale them all at the same time. But you can see Happy splitting against that. First anti-magic on the DK. He doesn't have a heal potion anymore, so there is some concern for him. Ooh, big level ups. DK level 4, Dark Ranger 3, and he got a big mana potion. It seems to be the perfect time to force a fight for Happy. It's an easy kill here. DK out of position. A little bit in the wrong spot. And Happy is again expanding, by the way. 60 supply expo. And the second armor upgrade. Ooh, I like that for Happy. I feel like earlier he was too low on armor upgrades. But now, these additional armor points, they do help. They do help a lot. One to 0 again. Finding himself far behind. He always kept losing a few units. Couple of units here, couple of units here. And so Happy has clawed his way now to a big lead. Coming from the other side. Cribbler will need to get some killer impales here. He's got a ton of armor. But again, a Fiend goes down. Again and again we see this. Happy's Litter is now level 4. He can use Dark Ritual. Ones are getting chased around the map. Banshees, kind of exposed. But a good coil there as well. Impale. To try to escape with the Fiends alive. But the expansion is now revealed. Not too much that Wonder can do about it right now. Does have a TP. He could escape. He's gonna have to pull that TP soon. Oh, the Lich, though! Whew. Almost went down. I heard a level up somewhere. DK level 4 by killing that one Banshee. Okay. Wonder's gonna have one chance. He's going for one more big army build-up. Oh my god, don't leave the pendant behind, bro! No! He dropped the pendant, ate the potion, but didn't pick it up again. Sag. Lich here. Crazy strong items on Happy. But he doesn't have an invuln. I think what there is one choice here is a surprise hero kill with Impale, with Nova. Take out the Lich, and then there might be a chance. Dave Holder with the resub. Thank you. Says go B2W. Oh, Crypto took a lot of damage here already. Finally trying to land a big Impale. That was a good Impale. I guess decent Impale. But not amazing. Again, Happy was splitting his Fiends mostly. But now, perhaps there's a chance for the Crypto to finally land something big. Destroyer being webbed. Not getting taken out yet, though. Still waiting for the Impale. Still waiting for the Impale. Perhaps he's trying to get the big hero kill. Impale the Lich. Happy's DK is hurt already. The Destroyer goes down, though. We see a lot of curse now as well. The Dark Ranger for Happy here, very damaged. If there's an Impale here on the Death Knight, could have perhaps been the kill, but the Crypt Lord was silenced. Couldn't Impale to look for that hero kill. There's still more mana, though. 2 more Impales already. Happy's protecting his heroes pretty well, though. Especially the Death Knight here. Hurt, but not dead. Couple of fiends dying on both sides. Lich, though, goes down. No coil in time. Clear mistake here by 1-0. And Happy does take map 2 as well. Good counterplay against the Cryptlord, I think. Happy with really spot-on positioning. Never was gave 1-0 the chance there to have the big impales. And so goes up to and oh. Map number 3 coming up in a moment. Could be the last map of this semifinal already. Winner here moves on into the grand final. There we will see another best of 5, and either Infi or Moon shall be the opponent. So far, Happy looking really good. Really solid showing by him. In the last few days, Happy played 2 show matches. He played a show match against Starbuck, which he won with 5-0. And he played a show match against Life, which he won also with 5-0. It was last week in the Xiaomao Cup 1, like I said earlier, where Happy was bested by Colorful. The first win for Colorful against Happy in a long time. But that seemed to rattle Happy wide awake. And again, he is looking monstrous. We'll see if there is someone who can beat Happy today. It was versus Kaho. Ah, you're right, it was against Kaho. Ah, yeah. That's even more impressive then. Kaho is still quite a bit better than Life against the Undead. Although Life has been putting in a lot of work, practicing like crazy. Life is one of the guys to look out for in this year and next year. Herr Wusel with the resub as well. One of our longtime supporters says, hey guys. Thank you. All right, fellas, it's time for map number 3. This time we got 1-0 in the yellow. Twisted Meadows, our third map. With both, again, going for the Ted Fiend build. I don't think Moon or Infi are up to the task of beating Happy at the moment, says the chat. Yeah, they haven't been able to do this in a while. That's true. A Moon in peak shape, though, I think has the chance. But as of late, Moon's form didn't look that good. We'll see if there's going to be a surprise in store for us later. This map, by the way, can be amazing for Cryptlord, because there's so much creeping, so much leveling that can take place. The games could go long, the armies could get big. And the bigger the armies, the more targets for Impale, the higher the potential. But the Dark Ranger is normally always the more reliable pick. Better on level 1, better on level 2, better in low numbers, better with low mana. But in a huge epic battle on high levels, Cryptlord Still,
A player's
great potential.
forces are under attack.
A little bit of slow creeping here at the start. We've seen the priority of trying to stack up the Lich a number of times. Bonus damage, bonus int goes a long way. So again, we see some circlets being bought. Happy once again took a bit more damage on the Death Knight, which is kind of relevant in these early little skirmishes. Remo, how is Dreadlord Fast Expo chances against Head Fiends on this map? If you want to play Fast Expo, I think your best choice there is going to be Lich first. Also Cryptlord first can work. Dreadlord has one big issue, that is that once he's out of mana, he is pretty damn bad.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Dreadlord not so good in this matchup. That was a big reason, by the way, why Happy also was playing the Ghoul opening before he switched back into Dead Fiends. Because with a Ghoul opening, you can be aggressive early on in Undead Mirror. The Ted Fiend opening is strong towards tier 3, but very, very weak early. If you know your opponent is playing Ted Fiends, you can actually expand quite well against it. But neither of these two players is very fond of Fast Expo in Undead Mirror. But yeah, against Ted Fiends, a Cryptlord Fast Expo or Lich Fast Expo can indeed be really good. Especially given the right map. Once again, we're quickly on the way to tier 3. Lich second. A very standard game here. All around so far. And what is there? Seems to be creeping a bit faster. He's at the merchant already. Sells the ring. Ooh. I wonder if he's going to regret this later. That bonus armor on the DK is actually pretty nice. Big aura now for 1-0. Finds the through of accuracy. And getting very close to level 3. Did take a bunch of damage from the camp, but there's going to be statues soon. Healing is on the way. Both players scouting for expansions a bit. Sometimes someone is like to get frisky. Try to fit in a surprise expo. He found the Boots of Quel'Thalas and he sold them. Did you see that? Could just see it for a moment. Quel'Thalas boots can normally be really good for Dark Ranger. But Happy... Maybe he's gonna go Cryptlord then. I feel like if you go Dark Ranger, you keep the boots, don't you? I would. Oh, Happy going for the big camp over here at the red. There's a couple of insane items here. Staff of Silence. Pendant of Mana. Pendant of Mana, baby. I'm very curious now if he's gonna go Crypt Lord. This item is sick for Crypt Lord, by the way. This is such a sick Crypt Lord item. Yeah, there he is. Hey, I knew it! Yeah, like I said, this is a great map for Crypt Lord, great for creeping, great for stacking up items. And it's 1-0 this time with the Dark Ranger. First time happy here going for the Crypt Lord. This pendant more than doubles the mana on the Crypt Lord on level 1, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, and I think you should put the pendant on the Crypt Lord. Casino Warcraft here in full swing. A lot of creeping. Okay, big item here as well for 1-0. It is the Orb of Darkness. Which would be good if he didn't have a Dark Ranger. But of course he does have a Dark Ranger, so this is redundant. Oh my god, look at the Lich. Plus 16 int on the Lich for happy. Really, really strong. Oh, look at that. He gives me all the items. Crypt Lord all of a sudden with 500 mana pool, baby. Let's go. This could be a sick game for the Crypt Lord. Periap is the one item that isn't that good for Crypt Lord. But you could give that to the DK or the Lich, maybe. And there we go. Got level 2 quickly. Very tanky now already. But 1-0 might get Dark Ranger level 3 here already. Dark Ranger 3 is really, really strong. Yeah, the Lich definitely needs an inbound. You want to protect your right-click damage dealer. A little bit of damage on the DK already. Oh, with the Impale, that might be a TP forced rather quickly. Oh, next Impale is about to be ready. And so, the TP out is forced. Ooh, Fiend almost went down. Oh, it died! Died in the main base. Rip Fiend. Good exchange for happy. And look how much mana this Crypt Lord has, bro! 520 mana, that's so sick. That's 6 Impales, maybe even 7. In the big fight. This is not the easiest camp to solo creep for the Crypt Lord, but it is kind of doable. Thank you, Fro, with a €1 donation. Says, Remo, are you alive today? Yes, I am. I'm still feeling tired from the weekend, but I'm feeling certainly a lot less tired than yesterday. And DM Shorty with a resub as well. So when Rara Land 2025, he asks. Good question, good question. Sobi Mask found here. I don't think you should put it on the Crypt Lord because his mana regen is bad anyways. I wonder if the Sobi should be on DK or Lich. I think on DK. I think on DK would be the best. Alright, a whole bunch of creep in here. Happy is flying to the island. Maybe he's gonna expand. He's gonna get Crypt Lord level 3 here. DK level 4, maybe. Probably. Thank you, Monkey Bomb. Also with the resub says, glad to see you alive after Rara. I'm glad I'm alive too, buddy. Thank you. Alright, what's the next item? Oh, baby! Potion of Restoration. That's a sick item for Crypt Lord as well. That's the thing about Crypt Lord. He can make such good use of so many items. But here's the push. Okay. Is Happy gonna be ready for this? We have destroyers in the air. Of course, Cryptlord doesn't really do anything against destroyers. This has been one of their best games so far, I think. And he finds himself with a good supply lead here. Crypt gonna go down. Happy not gonna be able to remake these fiends. Impale to start things off on the back line. Didn't do that much though, to be honest. Cryptlord taking a lot of damage right away. But he is fairly tanky. Silence. Oh, that's the sick money Impale. There we go. That is the potential of Cryptlord. That is what he can provide if in the right position. DK though now taking quite much of damage for Happy as well. He's got the potion of restoration. Doesn't want to waste it already. Oh, or he does. Oh, and another big time money Impale. And I think this Cryptlord is owning this fight, baby. Still so much mana. Lulz. Another Impale. Could be the kill here on the Dark Ranger. There it is. Dark Ranger falls. 210 Arak. Gangster in this fight. And he's got more Impales. We got 3 more, baby. We got 3 more, baby. Lich about to die. Oi! Look at that Nova. As the fiends were nicely clumped up. 1-0 not microing the fiends against the Cryptlord as well as Happy was doing earlier. He's got 1 more Impale, baby. And he's about to get the Lich and win this game. 3-0 by Happy. Impressive showing. Clearly outplaying 1-0 today. In one case with